Imagine a world where your presence lingers in her heart, not because you demand it, but because you've become unforgettable. How do you create that echo? What if the secret to being missed isn't about chasing someone or showering them with gifts, but about becoming a woman so grounded in your own strength that your absence does a quiet take? Inspired by Stoic philosophy, this isn't about manipulation, it's about cultivating a life so rich and authentic that she can't help but feel your absence. Today, we're diving into 12 subtle yet powerful secrets to etch your presence into her soul, drawing from the wisdom of self-control, resilience, and inner peace. Picture this, a single mother in 1970s America, balancing work and raising kids, finding solace in Marcus Aurelius' words to stay calm amid chaos. Her strength left a legacy her children still feel. That's the kind of impact we're exploring, real, lasting, and rooted in who you are. Whether you're seeking deeper connections or personal growth, these steps will transform how you show up in the world. Let's uncover how to make your essence unforgettable, starting with the courage to stand tall on life. How can you make her deeply miss you when she is no longer by your side? How can your presence still echo in her mind? In the quest for a meaningful and profound relationship, leaving a mark on someone doesn't rely on extravagant gifts or flowery words, but rather on the true essence of who you are. Inspired by Stoic philosophy, we don't seek to grab someone forcefully. Instead, we create a space where they willingly want to return. Let's delve into the subtle actions, meaningful words, and ways of naturally demonstrating your value so that, even from afar, your image continually lingers in her thoughts. Join me as we uncover 12 unique and effective secrets to engrave your image in someone's heart, making you unforgettable. By adopting the principles of Stoicism, you will learn how to leave a lasting impression by remaining calm, self-controlled, and true to yourself. Don't consistently follow their lead. Let's start with a simple truth. If you're constantly texting or calling someone, you might come off as too available or even desperate. Think about it: when something is always accessible, it often loses its allure, just like having the same meal every single day would get boring. Constantly being in someone's space can have a similar effect. Imagine you're an artist working on a painting. If you spend every moment of the day in your studio, you might lose perspective on your work. But stepping away for a while can give you a fresh view and a new appreciation for what you're creating. The same principle applies to relationships. When you're not always on the line, you create a space for her to miss the laughter, the deep conversations, and the unique aspects of your personality. She begins to value your presence more because she realizes it's not a given, it's a special part of her day that isn't always available. From a Stoic perspective, this practice teaches us about self-control and independence. Stoics believe in living a life of virtue and meaning, focusing on personal growth and inner peace rather than seeking validation from others. By not being overly available, you show that you have your own goals, passions, and pursuits. You're not defined solely by your relationships. Instead, you're a woman with a rich, fulfilling life. This doesn't mean ignoring the people you care about. Rather, it's about balancing your presence in a way that fosters appreciation and depth in your connections. Remember, this isn't about playing games or making someone chase after you. It's about respecting yourself and her enough to allow space in your interactions. This space isn't empty, it's filled with anticipation, reflection, and often a growing appreciation of each other's role in your lives. Take a step back sometimes. Let life's canvas unfold at its own pace. Be worth the wait, not hard to get. Let her feel your absence just enough to realize how much she values your presence. When you do this, watch how the dynamics of your relationships transform, bringing a new depth that is both rewarding and enriching. It's not just about making her miss you, it's about growing as an individual and enhancing the quality of your relationship. Consider a woman like Rosa Parks, whose quiet strength in refusing to give up her seat sparked a movement. Her absence from the status quo made her presence unforgettable, not through clamor, but through the power of her resolve. You too can wield such influence by choosing when to step forward and when to step back. Resist the lure of seeking attention. Picture this: you receive a simple emoji or a casual hello from her. It's tempting to reply immediately, especially if you've been eagerly awaiting her message. But let's pause and think about this from a Stoic perspective. In Stoicism, we learn the value of self-control and not being swayed by every impulse. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Apply this wisdom here. If you rush to reply every time, It might give off the impression that you're always available, just waiting for her to reach out. This can make you appear less intriguing and diminish your perceived value. The human brain is wired to appreciate what's readily available. If you're always quick to respond, she might take your attention for granted, thinking minimal effort is enough to keep you engaged. Instead, the next time you receive one of these light messages, take your moment. Focus on your goals, your hobbies, or simply being present in the moment. This delay in your response isn't about playing games, it's about showing that you have a full, rich life of your own. It's demonstrating that while you value her, your world isn't revolving around her messages. For example, you're working on a project you're passionate about, and a message pops up. Instead of dropping everything, you choose to finish your task, placing your personal growth and commitments above the instant gratification of a quick chat. When you eventually reply, your response will carry more weight. It subtly communicates that your time and attention are precious. This approach doesn't just make your attention seem more valuable, it naturally makes you more attractive. When she sees that you're not always readily available, that your life is full and engaging, she'll be more inclined to make significant efforts to connect with you. It's in these moments, when she realizes that winning your attention is a rewarding challenge, that she begins to appreciate and miss your presence more deeply. Think of women like Audre, the poet and activist, who didn't clamor for attention, but let her words and actions resonate over time. Her deliberate pace made her unforgettable. This is the power of embodying Stoic principles in your interaction, showing that you're grounded in your own life and not swayed by every notification. Develop an aura of mystique. Stoicism teaches us the value of restraint and the power of the unknown. By revealing ourselves gradually, we engage others' natural curiosity, making them think more about us and sparking a desire to know more. Why is this so effective? It's simple, people are inherently curious. If you lay all your cards on the table at once, there's no more mystery, no more puzzle to solve, and the interest soon wanes. However, if you unfold your story bit by bit, it keeps people engaged, eager to discover what lies beneath each layer. Take this scenario as an example. Imagine you've just had a day filled with unexpected turns and delightful surprises. Instead of recounting every single detail to her, you might casually mention, "Wow, today was filled with surprises," and leave it at that. This approach naturally invites her to ask, "What happened?" or "Tell me more." Each question opens a path to deeper conversation, but only on your terms when you choose to reveal more. This strategy doesn't just keep you on her mind, it makes every interaction with you thrilling. You become like a novel she can't put down, where every chapter reveals a little more, heightening the intrigue. In true Stoic fashion, this method teaches patience, both to you and the person you're interacting with. It's about enjoying the journey of getting to know each other without rushing through the pages. Consider the life of Frida Kahlo, whose enigmatic paintings and guarded personal revelations drew people into her world slowly, leaving them captivated. By cultivating a subtle layer of mystery, you embody the Stoic principle of controlling what you reveal and maintaining your autonomy over how much of yourself you share. This not only keeps you interesting, but also makes your social interactions more dynamic and thought-provoking. Keep her guessing, keep her curious, and watch as she becomes more drawn to you, eager to uncover the depths of your character. Trigger feelings of jealousy. In Stoicism, we often encounter discussions about managing and understanding emotions, viewing them as part of the natural human experience. Jealousy, typically seen as a negative emotion, can also be perceived through a Stoic lens when thoughtfully applied. It can gently nudge her to realize your value and, paradoxically, miss your presence more. However, this isn't about manipulation or causing harm, it's about subtly showcasing the virtues of your life, embodying the Stoic ideal of living well. It involves demonstrating your happiness and contentment with your own life, not to provoke, but to remind her of your shared joys and the fullness of your own existence. Imagine this scenario: you're at a community volunteer event, deeply involved in a group project. You share a picture or a story from this event not to flaunt your social interactions, but to share your genuine engagement with life. The key here is authenticity. Let your actions reflect your inner tranquility and dedication to personal growth. When she sees you not only surviving, but thriving, engaging with life and others, with serene joy, it may ignite a subtle sense of longing. She remembers the depth and tranquility you brought into her life, which now, in your absence, feels palpably missing. Think of Eleanor Roosevelt, whose tireless work for human rights showcased a life of purpose that inspired others to value her presence. By fostering a mild sense of what she's missing out on, you encourage a reevaluation of your place in her life. This isn't about sparking envy, but about highlighting the peaceful yet vibrant life you're living, aligned with Stoic virtues. It's about making her miss the calm, stabilizing influence and the genuine moments you share. Always remember, the goal isn't to manipulate emotions, but to inspire her by your example. Let your life speak of your values and joys, and if it stirs a gentle yearning in her, let it be because she sees the genuine good in reconnecting with you. This approach ensures that your actions remain rooted in respect and empathy, pillars that should never be compromised. This not only keeps you on her mind, but also cultivates a sense of emotional depth and intellectual engagement that she'll miss in your absence. Mastering the art of leaving her wanting more is a nuanced skill that requires awareness and self-control, reflecting Stoic virtues of wisdom and temperance. By consistently practicing this approach, you not only enrich your relationships, but also foster a mutual respect and eagerness that makes every reunion anticipated and every absence felt. This method is a powerful way to deepen connections in a meaningful way, making her cherish your presence and eagerly await your return. Show confidence and magnetism. What does it mean to be charismatic in a Stoic sense? It's about more than just being the life of the party. It involves making those around you feel genuinely valued and understood. Picture this: you're at a gathering, and instead of dominating the conversation, you listen intently, react sincerely, and engage meaningfully. When people walk away from talking with you, they feel uplifted and appreciated. That's charisma. It's about leaving a positive imprint on the hearts of others, so they associate you with warmth and genuine engagement. This way, your absence is noted, and your return is anticipated with joy. Now, let's talk about confidence. Stoicism teaches us that true confidence comes from an inner assurance in our values and capabilities, not from external validation. It's about knowing your worth without needing constant affirmation from others. For example, when faced with a challenge, a Stoic-inspired woman remains composed and decisive, demonstrating confidence through calm actions rather than boastful words. This kind of confidence is quietly powerful. It draws people in and makes them feel secure in your presence. When you're not around, that sense of assurance you provided stays with them, making them long for your return. Combining charisma with confidence means embodying a presence that's both comforting and inspiring. It's about being someone who not only shines independently, but also brings out the best in others. Think of Oprah Winfrey, whose quiet strength and ability to connect made her a magnet for millions. People are naturally attracted to those who are self-assured and make them feel good. When you embody these qualities, your absence is felt deeply, creating a longing that keeps her looking forward to your next encounter. So embrace these traits. Be the woman who listens, understands, and stands firm in her own self-worth. This not only aligns with Stoic philosophy, but also makes you a person people love to be around and miss when you're gone. The goal isn't just to be remembered, but to be missed in a way that's heartfelt and genuine. Imagine a teacher in a small town, quietly inspiring her students with her steady presence. She didn't seek applause, but her impact lingered long after she left the room. That's the kind of magnetism you can cultivate, rooted in authenticity and strength. Prioritize self-care and personal growth. Taking care of yourself might seem straightforward, but it's more profound than you might think. When you engage in activities like regular exercise, you're not just shaping your body, you're also building discipline. Eating well and ensuring you get enough sleep aren't just physical needs, they're acts of respect toward your body, which according to Stoicism is the temple of your rational mind. Let's consider mindfulness, a practice rooted in observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This doesn't just help in reducing stress, it aligns you with the Stoic principle of understanding what's within your control and what isn't. When you're calm and centered, you radiate a sort of positive energy that's magnetic. People notice. They feel the calmness you bring into a room, and they miss that peace when you're not around. Now, about personal growth, this is where you show the world, and more importantly yourself, that you're committed to becoming a better version of yourself every day. Whether you're picking up a new hobby, learning a new language, or setting personal milestones, these efforts reflect a dynamic spirit. Stoicism teaches us the value of constant growth and adaptation, which not only enriches your life, but also makes you incredibly interesting and engaging. Imagine someone who's always learning, always growing. Wouldn't you miss their insights and stories when they're not around? Take the example of a woman like Malala Yousafzai, whose pursuit of education and growth made her a beacon of inspiration. By investing in yourself this way, you become someone who brings value just by being you. Others start to see you as someone who inspires and motivates, someone whose presence is a breath of fresh air. They'll miss you not just for how you made them feel, but for the insights, laughter, and inspiration you bring into their lives. That's the power of living a life aligned with Stoic principles. It makes you unforgettable. Picture a single mother in the 1980s working nights to put herself through school, her quiet determination shaping her children's futures. Her commitment to growth left a void when she wasn't there, a void felt in the lessons she imparted. You can do the same, build a life so vibrant that your absence echoes with the promise of your return. Provide support and compassion. In the journey of relationships, one of the most compelling ways to be memorable is to be genuinely supportive and understanding. Imagine you're the calm in her storm, providing a listening ear and a steady heart during both her triumphs and trials. This doesn't just show empathy, it's a testament to your strength and compassion, traits deeply admired in Stoic philosophy. For example, if she's facing a tough day at work, listen to her concerns without immediately trying to fix everything. Offer insights if she seeks them, or simply be there, showing that you care through your attention and presence. This act of being present, neither overwhelming with advice nor distant, demonstrates your respect for her capability to handle life challenges, a key Stoic value. However, true Stoic support also involves maintaining your own inner peace and boundaries. It's tempting to throw yourself completely into someone else's problems, but Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-preservation and rationality. Support her, yes, but not at the cost of your own mental or emotional well-being. Encourage her toward independence and personal growth, showing that, while you're a reliable source of comfort, she's also strong and capable on her own. Think of a nurse in a war-torn hospital, offering solace to patients while keeping her own strength intact. Her compassion didn't waver, but neither did her resolve. By being this pillar of strength and understanding, you foster a unique connection. She'll come to see you not just as a partner, but as a confidant and a guide. This bond, built on mutual respect and personal integrity, becomes hard to find elsewhere. Thus, when you're apart, the comfort and balance you provide will be deeply missed, drawing her back to you time and again, not out of dependency, but out of a profound appreciation for the tranquility and strength you bring into her life. Your presence becomes a sanctuary, like the quiet resilience of women who rebuilt communities after disasters. Their steady hands missed when they stepped away. That's the depth you can offer, support that lingers long after you're gone. Reveal your authentic self. In the pursuit of making her miss you, it's essential to reveal the full scope of who you are, drawing from the Stoic principle of self-sufficiency. Remember that your individual worth doesn't hinge on another's presence in your life. This concept is vital when navigating relationships or kindling a longing in someone for your company. Let's say you have a myriad of interests. Maybe you're passionate about painting, deeply involved in a local sports league, or committed to learning a new language. These activities enrich your life, adding layers of fulfillment and joy. When you share these passions or speak enthusiastically about your latest achievements and adventures, you're not just sharing activities, you're revealing a vibrant, self-sustained existence to her. This independence and joy in life make you incredibly attractive and intriguing. She sees a woman who's not only complete, but thriving, with or without her. This doesn't mean you overlook her importance in your life, but treat her with indifference rather. It's about striking a delicate balance, valuing her presence while not being utterly dependent on her for your happiness. For example, while you might spend your weekends hiking with friends or attending workshops that spark your curiosity, you also make time to connect with her, share your experiences, and create new memories together. This approach shows that while your life is rich and satisfying on its own, her company adds a unique and valued dimension to it. Think of Toni Morrison, whose novels revealed a soul so full of life that readers yearned to know more. Her authenticity drew them in. By consistently engaging and sharing your personal growth and happiness, you naturally become someone she thinks about when you're not around. She starts to miss the laughter, the insights, and the energy you bring into her life. She yearns to be part of your adventures again, not because she needs to be, but because she chooses to be. This is the essence of a meaningful connection influenced by Stoic ideals, where two complete individuals come together, enhancing each other's lives without dependency. Your authenticity becomes a beacon, like the women who marched for suffrage, their true self shining through every step, unforgettable and missed when absent. Keep the spark alive. In the timeless teachings of Stoicism, we find guidance on maintaining a vigorous and vibrant relationship. It's not just about staying together, but thriving together. Keeping the spark alive is essential in any partnership to avoid the dullness of complacency and the staleness of routine. The Stoic approach would have you engage in creative and thoughtful ways to surprise and delight her, not as a transaction, but as a genuine expression of your affection and values. For example, you come up with a spontaneous adventure, perhaps a surprise visit to a place you both love or an unplanned activity that you both enjoy. It doesn't have to be grand. Even a handwritten note expressing your thoughts or a simple gesture that shows you pay attention to the small things can make a big impact. Such actions speak volumes, demonstrating your commitment and love in the purest Stoic sense. Actions over words, consistent and true. Communication, a cornerstone of any strong relationship, must be open and filled with meaningful conversations. Discuss your dreams, your challenges, and your progress in personal virtues. This not only deepens your bond, but also aligns with the Stoic practice of self-examination and mutual growth. Regularly planning date nights or special outings is another way to keep the connection fresh. These moments are opportunities to create new memories and rekindle the joy of your early days together. Whether it's trying out a new restaurant, attending a concert, or simply walking in a park, the key is to be fully present. Cherish these times, for they're precious in building a foundation that withstands the test of time. Think of couples like Marie and Pierre Curie, whose shared passion for discovery kept their bond electric. Her absence was a void he couldn't fill. By consistently nurturing your relationship and making each other feel valued and cherished, you align with the Stoic ideal of mutual respect and virtue. In doing so, you ensure that the desire to be together not only remains but grows stronger with each passing day. Through these efforts, you make yourself unforgettable, and she's naturally drawn to miss you when apart, not out of dependency, but due to the depth of the unique bond you share. Your spark becomes a flame that warms her even in your absence, a testament to the life you've built together. Maintain a positive mindset. Maintaining a positive attitude and outlook on life is a key principle in Stoicism and can have a profound impact on how others perceive and miss you. Positivity is contagious. It radiates from you and affects everyone you encounter. When you approach life with optimism and enthusiasm, you become a source of light and joy for others, making your presence memorable and impactful. Even during challenging times, try to find the silver lining and focus on the good rather than dwelling on the negative. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about acknowledging difficulties while choosing to focus on solutions and the potential for positive outcomes. For instance, if you face a setback at work, you might think, this is an opportunity to learn and improve my skills, rather than this is a disaster. Your positive energy will draw people towards you and make them miss your uplifting presence when you're not around. People are naturally attracted to those who make them feel good, who inspire them to see the world in a brighter light. When you're the woman who consistently brings positivity into her life, she'll miss you when you're not there. A smile is often the simplest yet most powerful way to brighten someone's day and leave them longing for more of your infectious positivity. Smiling not only makes you feel better, but it also has a ripple effect on those around you. When you smile at her, it can lift her spirits and create a moment of connection. Over time, these small acts of positivity build up, creating a strong impression of you as someone who brings joy and light into her life. Incorporating Stoicism into this approach, remember that your attitude is within your control. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By choosing to maintain a positive outlook, you embody this Stoic wisdom and become a beacon of resilience and hope for those around you. Think of women like Anne Frank, whose optimism in the face of unimaginable hardship left a legacy of light. Her spirit lingered in every page she wrote. Embrace this rule with a smile and an optimistic heart, and watch how it transforms your relationships and the way she perceives you. Create shared experiences. Creating shared experiences is essential if you want her to miss you. This concept isn't just about spending time together, it's about building lasting memories that she'll cherish and think about when you're not around. Let's dive deeper into how this aligns with Stoic principles and can make her yearn for your presence. In Stoicism, the idea of living in the present moment and appreciating what you have now is vital. By creating shared experiences, you're not only living fully in the moment, but also building a tapestry of memories that strengthen your bond. When you engage in activities together, whether it's traveling to new destinations, trying out new hobbies, or simply enjoying quality time, making the most of the present. These moments become the fabric of your relationship, making it more meaningful and memorable. For instance, imagine you and she decide to take a spontaneous weekend trip to a nearby town. You explore the local culture, try new foods, and have deep conversations about life and your future. These experiences are unique to your relationship and become special memories that she'll think about when you're apart. She'll remember the joy, laughter, and connection you shared, making her long for more of those moments with you. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to find joy in the simple things. By prioritizing meaningful experiences, you show her that you value your time together and are intentional about making it memorable. Think of women like Jane Goodall, who shared moments with her team in the wild, built bonds that lasted a lifetime. Her presence was missed when she stepped away. These shared moments aren't just about having fun, they're about building a deeper connection that she'll miss when you're not there. So make it a point to create and cherish these experiences. They don't always have to be grand gestures. Sometimes the simplest moments can be the most impactful. A quiet evening at home talking about your dreams and aspirations can be just as memorable as a trip to a far-off place. The key is to be present, engage fully, and make the most of every moment together. By focusing on creating shared experiences, you foster a deeper bond that makes it hard for her to forget you. These cherished memories will linger in her mind, making her long for your company and the next adventure you'll embark on together. Embrace the Stoic principle of living in the moment and create meaningful experiences that leave a lasting impression, ensuring she always misses you and looks forward to the time you'll spend together again. That wraps up our exploration of 12 powerful strategies to make her miss you deeply, rooted in the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. We've journeyed through the importance of creating space, maintaining an air of mystery, and valuing personal growth, all to build a connection that not only lasts but deepens with time. Keep in mind that these approaches aim to enrich your life and foster authentic connections, rather than manipulate others. Think of the countless women throughout history like Sojourner Truth, whose resilience and authenticity left an indelible mark on those she touched. By embodying these Stoic principles, you become a woman whose presence is a gift, whose absence is felt, and whose life inspires others to rise. This isn't just about being missed, it's about living with purpose, strength, and grace, creating a legacy of meaningful relationships. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Drop a comment below and share how these strategies resonate with you. If this spoke to your soul, hit that like button, share it with someone who'd feel its power, and subscribe for more insights to empower your journey. Let's keep cultivating our inner strength and cherishing the connections that matter. See you in the next adventure.